You know what's harder than heartbreak? Confusion. When someone says they love you, but their words are different from their actions. When they say they care, but your stomach drops every time they walk into the room. Hi, and welcome to the second episode of Mirror Talk. Today, we are talking about how to spot emotional manipulation when disguised as care. Let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about this. Have you ever been loved in a way that made you question your worth even more than you feel it? Yeah, that kind of love leaves marks that aren't visible, but they are there. They are there in the way now you overthink every text, in the way that you apologize for being you, in the way you shrink when you should be shining. I used to think love was supposed to hurt a little. That if someone is distant, cold, moody, maybe because they are going through something. And my job was to be patient, to be calm, to not need too much. And slowly I stopped asking, I stopped expressing, and I stopped being me. Because survival in that kind of relationship, it looks like silence. It looks like walking on eggshells with a smile. But here's the truth no one told me. Real love doesn't make you feel smaller. Real love doesn't make you question your reality. Real love doesn't weaponize your softness or loyalty. If someone's love makes you afraid, anxious, confused, it's not love. It's control dressed up as care. It's manipulation disguised as emotion. It's trauma repeated and romanticized. You were not put on this earth to constantly prove that you are worthy. You already are. And if someone can't love you without needing to dim you down, they were never truly looking at you. They were looking for someone who they could shape, someone who wouldn't challenge their brokenness. But you're not that someone. Not anymore. I remember once I shared something really vulnerable, and the person I loved laughed. And not in a cute way, but in a way that made me feel really small, stupid, and dramatic. That night, I cried in the washroom so that no one would hear. I stared at the mirror and whispered to myself, maybe I am the problem. But now, not anymore. The only problem was how little I expected from the person who claimed to love me. So if you're watching this and you feel seen, good. Because this is your sign. This is your turning point. Your moment of clarity. You don't have to wait for someone to change. You don't have to keep dancing around their moods. You don't have to carry the relationship on your back. You're allowed to outgrow that version of yourself that accepted crumbs. You're allowed to leave the table altogether. You're not too sensitive. You're not too needy. You're just finally listening to the part of you that always felt something was wrong. And that quiet inner voice, that's the beginning of your freedom. If this felt like the truth, leave a heart in the comments. But not just for me, for you. Because today marks the beginning of your freedom. To mark the day that you started choosing peace over eggshells. There's a kind of love that feels more like tension than tenderness. This video is about that kind. The confusing, exhausting, is it me kind. But more importantly, this is about waking up to the truth. You deserve more. See you on the next one. Bye.